Hey guys, welcome to our channel. In today's video we'll guide you through the tall tale Art of the Trickster. To start this tale you'll need to go to Plunder Valley and search for Salty the skeleton parrot. You can find him at the southeast beach near the shipwreck. Once you voted for the tale, Salty will start his story. You'll also receive the Tall Tale book that will lead you to the Shroudbreaker stone. Then you need to seek the Cave of Bones on Plunder Valley. Like you can see in the book, there must be a bird statue at the entrance of the cave. Just walk into the cove behind Salty. The cave is on your right side at the end of the cove. You'll recognize it on the big bird statue that's across the entrance of the cave. Then you need to walk inside the cave. First you go to the left, then you'll enter the Cave of Bones. In this cave are 5 skeletons. You need to put the skeletons in the right position to lower the cage that's up high and holds the spyglass and the other pages of the tale that you need to collect. You can read it in the book in which position they need to be. 2 skeletons need to hold hands. 1 skeleton needs to point to the ash and fire, 1 skeleton needs to put his tanker below, and the last one needs to put on his mask. When they're all in the right position, the cage will come down so you can collect the spyglass and the next notes. In the next notes you can see that you need to search for a mark. If you're familiar with the island, you can see in the picture in the note where you need to search for the mark. As you can see on the image, you can find the mark way up on the highest rock on Plunder Valley. It's also possible that you'll get a book with an image of Discovery Ridge, but in our case it's Plunder Valley. Also keep in mind that there are marks all over the island and that it's possible that you'll get other pages than we did. So you might need to search other marks on the island than we do. But you can always find them by looking at the picture in your Tall Tale book. So we'll show you where we found ours. When you found the correct mark, you need to stand on it and take your special spyglass. The mark always points in the direction you need to look through your spyglass. In our case, we had to match the eyes with the cart and skeleton. Then the cross will show you where you need to dig. This is where we found first note. Then you can read in the new notes where you can find the second mark to dig up the next pages. The picture in the notes led us to the shipwreck near Salty. This time we had to look through the spyglass so the eyes of the skull would match with the rowboat and the cannon. So this is where we found the next notes. On those notes you can clearly see that the mark is in the cove. You can see it on the image in the notes. So you need to head back to the cove. There you'll find the mark as you can see in the video. You need to match the eyes of the skull with the paintings on the wall. The third item you'll find is a gunpowder key. Also be careful when you start digging it up, because once you start digging, the whole cove starts to explode. So try to dig it up as fast as possible and return with it to your ship. If the gunpowder key explodes, the tale will fail and you'll have to start over again. Once on the ship, we recommend you to put the gunpowder key in the crow's nest, just in case you would be shot by cannons. After that, you need to sail to Sailor's Bounty. In the middle of the island you'll find a cave. But watch out, the cave is full of traps, so you need to be careful. When you made it through the traps, you'll enter a room with an altar where you can place a gunpowder key into. Then skeleton waves will spawn. There are a lot of waves, but a captain will spawn eventually. You can also use the levers that unlock traps to kill them faster. Just be careful that you don't get killed by it yourself. Once you kill the captain, you'll receive new notes and the moon totem. Then you need to go to Crescent Isle. In the middle of the island is a cave. When you enter it, you need to go to the right and that's the place where you can put the totem as a key so the door will open. Once you're in the room, you need to light the 4 fires. This will open the secret wall that beholds the Shroudbreaker stone. When you pick up the stone, the entrance will close and you have to fight waves of skeletons. You need to kill 3 captains. Each captain will drop a medallion. You have to place all 3 of them in the altar. This will open the door again. Then you need to head back to Salty on Plunder Valley and hand over the stone. Salty will continue the tale and you'll receive the commendation and the rum bottle spyglass. But don't forget that you'll also need to collect all the journals if you want to unlock all the commendations of Art of the Trickster. We'll help you finding them. The first journal can be found on Plunder Valley on the central rock of the cave room where the skeletons rest. That place where you needed to put the skeletons in the right position. You can find the second journal on Discovery Ridge on top of the island over a barrel next to one of the Trapmaker's white marks. The third journal lies on Sailor's Bounty underneath the workshop desk in Trapmaker's lair. You can find the fourth journal on Sailor's Bounty as well, next to an anvil in Trapmaker's lair. And the fifth and last journal can also be found on Sailor's Bounty underneath the bed in Trapmaker's lair. So this was our guide through the tall tale Art of the Trickster. We hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to give us a like. If you'd like to see more videos and all the guides through the other tall tales, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and see you next time!
Shiver me timbers. Yarr.